Welcome to the BCHS Bear Network. I'm your host, Gary Ownbey, talking today with head coach Chuck Clark of the Bradley Central Bears and a couple of Bear players, senior captains, Dakota Davis and also Sailor Clark. Coach, I'd like to welcome you to the show. Congratulations so far. You off had 2 road wins down in North Murray at a tournament down there and come out successful on both games.
Kids played pretty good ball and very pleased, especially first game when you had we had 6 guys in double figures. So
yeah,
anytime you can spread the wealth out like we did, and that makes us that much harder to defend. So very proud of them.
Well, I was going to comment, you had the 5 guys in double figures down there, and you got to play a lot of guys because you had some pretty good wins down there, and everybody got to get in the game. That's always a good way to start the season because you need to get the experience, playing time. You understand how to mesh together and all that.
Well, I'm learning what guys work best with other ones myself, and so we were doing a lot of rotation, and that's the one good thing about our team. They all kind of work off each other pretty good, and so it doesn't really matter what combination that I have in. They share the ball really well, and we had a number of assists. Not right off the top of my head now, I don't even know, but we were definitely in double digits, close to the 18 to 20 mark, and so that was good for the first game. Second game, they zoned us a little bit, and we had a little bit of trouble getting used to the zone. But once we got used to it and started putting a little bit more ball pressure, then we got in a better flow of the game.
Well, you got some size this year, of course. You got depth this year. You got shooters. What I've seen is you had a really good shooting from a bunch of different guys there. And look, we're going to look at your upcoming schedule here in a moment. But you've got a tough road coming up here with several strong teams there. You got the 2 guys here, Dakota and Sailor, are both seniors and captains. So, guys, I guess it's an honor to be selected as captain, is Dakota.
It is, yes.
And Sailor, of course. And the way I see that is in a captain's role, you're both seniors, you got to bring the other guys along, show them what it means to be a Bear, show them how to act and how to respect things on the floor and how to represent Bradley, not just on the floor, but off the floor, in the classroom, out in the community or whatever. And that's part of what being a captain's all about, I would think, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
How do you feel so far about the start you've gotten off to? We're going to talk about the Blackman game in a moment, but had two good road games, and pulled out 2 victories there.
Yeah, there were definitely 2 good wins. It was kind of a relief to start off with 2 wins. It's always good to start off, we didn't mesh well together. Everybody's kind of working well together, and that's always good, looking forward to the season.
Well, Sailor's going to be a challenge. We've got Blackman here tonight, and I was looking at their roster, and they got a bunch of seniors, so it's a very veteran team.
Yeah, and I can remember back when my cousin played here, they knocked him out, I think, twice in sub-state. So it's a big thing to, even though it's not sub-state, but get a win against Blackman and get that revenge for my cousin and Coach Clark.
Well, Coach, this is the kind of competition you want to see early on. We're going to talk about your upcoming district games here in a moment, and you got Innsworth coming in, but Blackman's a tough one to start to open the season with.
Yeah, I keep wondering whatever got into me to do that. But I saw our guys over the summer, and they really meshed well together. But not only with these 2 seniors, but Ashton Boyd did a nice job over the summer too. And we've got some experienced guys, and that are still young. And so, but with these guys, they earned that. In fact, Dakota was the players basically were the ones who put him in that part of it. Sailor got it because he deserved it. He'd earned that part of being a captain. And but the other players put Dakota in there for his work ethic. And so these guys have shown a lot of leadership. But and then once you see that with the other players and I'm glad that I scheduled Blackman. It makes me, I'm ready for these guys to get out there and find out what we do have and where we've got to improve at and some of our deficiencies, but also find out where we're good at and work on both of those phases of the game.
Well, Coach Barry Workman over there at Blackman, he's a veteran coach. You know, he's won a state title there, I think in 2014.
He did.
He won a state title with the girls team back in Hickman County in '97, I believe it was. So he knows how to put a good team together.
The last 2 times we played them, once was with Coach Smith, and one of the first times that he and Coach Workman butted heads, and then the last 2 with me, with what Saylor was bringing up one year when Daniel played, and then one year was Copeland and that crew with McCurdy and all. We took a licking, but you know what? You want to play against good competition.
Right.
And right now, with what we have in Blackman and in Innsworth this week, it's not going to get much better than that for anybody across the state.
Well, that's true. Might mention, too, we had another game scheduled this Thursday at Marion County, but their floor got flooded when a water heater burst, I understand, over there. So they're sort of out of commission with their home floor right now, so that may be picked up later on. But you mentioned Innsworth. They went to the state Final Four in Division II AAA last year, and they are always a powerhouse in that group. And they're going to be here Saturday. And might also mention that will be a 3:30 tip-off because we're going to have it at Bradley with the girls at 2, the boys at 3:30 due to the parade forming here. We're going to play early that day. So.
Right. So, I mean, we try to work with the city and the county for the parade. We want everybody to go out and enjoy that, you know, and get Santa Claus ready to come to town, and so it'll be fun and interesting for everybody, you know.
It sure will. Well, guys, you ready to open the season with Blackman tonight? We're filming this here on a Tuesday, and tonight is opening night for the home game for the boys. Should be an exciting night with a big crowd here for it.
Yeah, good to see how we're all going to mesh together in this first real big challenge.
Well, now you had some injuries in football. Are you through those injuries and okay now, pretty much? Are you 100%? You feel like, or
I'm getting there.
Getting there?
I'm good enough.
Does it take you a while, you being a football guy, coming into a new season, new sports? It take you a while to get the so-called basketball legs back?
Yeah, I'd say you can tell coming in, it's like you just look, because I haven't been working on basketball, so you come out in and I've only from a week of being there, I'd played 2 basketball games, and it takes a while to get used to, but
Yeah.
I feel good so far, so.
I guess we'll find out tonight when the game tips off there.
I will say this, he after practice the other night, and he says, I'm moving a half step slower than I normally do, and those things come. He had 2 ankle injuries that were pretty severe, and so we've gone slow bringing Saylor back, and Trey and those guys that took a beating. Ashton took some pounding this year,
Yes, he did.
and we let those guys come back at their own pace, and so and we've been even more careful with Saylor. With having 2 ankle injuries, those can linger on for the whole year, and we didn't want that one. We still don't want that. So he's getting back up to speed.
Well, he better in a hurry because not only this, we got Blackman, then Saturday we got Innsworth coming in here, as we mentioned, that 3:30 game. Next Tuesday we got East Hamilton in here.
Well, no, it's
next.
It's Cleveland next Friday.
Next
the Friday after.
And then East Hamilton.
And then East Hamilton.
The Tuesday after that. And then to take a break, you go out of town and you go play Bearden and Farragut back-to-back on Thursday and Friday nights before the Christmas break on the road.
Yeah.
So who's the dummy that come up this schedule now?
Well, you're looking at it.
I thought you might say that.
Well,
but here again,
Coach
you want to
Reeder,
play good teams, though.
Coach Reeder helped me with that.
Yeah.
So
you can blame part of it on him.
Yeah, I'm going to blame it on him. That other dummy, huh?
Yeah, the other dummy.
No, you know what? We think we're part of the best, and so you got to want to play the best.
Yeah.
And so why not? I mean, we start out with Cleveland first district game. All right, let's throw it up and tip it, and then East Ham, which is, they have put us into, I guess, the traveling bracket in the last 2 years in the region. So, we want to do those things. But, first things first is see what we can do with Blackman. I'm ready for us to come in. I mean, we had a really spirited practice yesterday, And so these guys were pumped up and jumping around, and so I'm fired up for them. I mean, somebody asked me, Coach, are you ready? I'm always ready. That's
You
what
play year-round, wouldn't you?
what these guys want to do.
Yeah.
You know, and so I'm interested to see how they step up tonight.
Well, you've got a change to the coaching staff. Obviously, former assistant coach Patrick Spengler got bumped up to become the principal of the school. And then you've got Drew German, who stepped up to take over the JV program, and you've had Colby Deal. So a little bit of change there. Does that change your philosophy or how you do things at all, or you just work together and figure each other out and go from there? Or
I depended so much on Patrick. It's made me have to reevaluate a little bit. And I wasn't saying I was getting ready to slow down, but that was going to be my last year and turn it over to him. But now I've kind of reinvigorated myself, and I've got a little bit more pumped up. And you know, and to be honest with you, these players have helped me to do that.
Good. Yeah.
They've been really fun to work with. They came out and practiced pretty hard for the whole time that we've been going. And so when you have that, and the team camaraderie that they have amongst themselves, you know, I attribute that to the seniors, for one, and just the fact that these guys like each other. And so it makes my life a whole lot more fun. And you know, I told them last night that I didn't have to do this, but they make you, and they make me young, and you know, and I wouldn't like. I love them. I love these guys, and they're special young men. And so they're going to be it's really going to be fun to work with.
Well, we're certainly looking forward to it. Glad to have you guys with us today as we start your senior season here. You've already got 2 games on your belt, but we'll bring you into the home arena here tonight at Jim Smead Arena for that game with Blackman, and you've got the game here Saturday with Innsworth. We need our fans to be here. The Bear Nation needs to be here. And we're going to wrap it up for now. We'll try to do this each and every week during the basketball season with Coach Clark and another player too as we go through here. This is visible on the viewable on the Bear Network, BCHS Bear Network on Facebook and also on YouTube. And we'll have the broadcast tonight's game on 101.3 The Buzz with tip-off at 6 for the girls, 7:30 for the boys. For Coach Clark, for Dakota, and for Skylar, Sailor, not Skylar, but Sailor, this is Gary Homer, your host, saying so long for now, God bless, and go Bears.